Okay.
Rolling Pin Podcast, #1 wrestling and art podcast for all wrestling. I have Guy with me today, and Guy was on season 1. Now he's back on season 2. Guy was like, you were like one of my first 3 episodes. I want to say thank you for coming back. I really do appreciate you.
Yeah, let's do it, man. I had to come back for season 2.
Yeah. So, Guy's actually grown art-wise, I could say, from my perspective, since the last time we spoke. We got 3 notable wrestlers who've checked out Guy's artwork. Not only checked it out, autographed, remerchandising, all types of stuff. Yeah. So this is beautiful, and this is a great accomplishment. I want to say that first and foremost. Ted DiBiase, Jonah, then Balor. Let's talk about that because everybody, the artists in the community, the wrestling community, want to know like what's the method, because everybody wants to get their art to these people. You know what I mean? Or it would be nice. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So I know Golly.
So I mean,
go ahead.
Each one of them is kind of like a different scenario and like situation. They all kind of evolve differently. The best thing is really if you can go find a way to go meet them in person, as I did with DiBiase, and that's huge. A lot of these guys are doing a lot of comic book conventions, and just keep an eye out if you have one coming in your area, because the culture kind of crosses over. And I think we talked about this before, Gary, a little bit, how like wrestlers are the closest you're going to get to comic book superheroes in real life. So a lot of the wrestling fans kind of comic book fans, vice versa. And so if you keep an eye out, like a lot of them come around. That was the case with DiBiase. And so like the other scenarios, Finn, I got lucky with him. I didn't get an autograph, but he shared on his page. I'll get to that in a second. And then Jonah's a totally different scenario. I haven't met Jonah. I've slightly talked to him a little bit in the DMs, and that's through Keaton hooked that all up. Keaton's Collectibles. So I don't know. All 3 are kind of like a long story.
No, that's good. I mean, I was only following up with you to see like to what detail you want to talk about these stories and inspire others. First and foremost, what you're saying is good. I like everything that you're saying. I just feel like I always talk forever, man. Feel free. No, that's what I'm saying. No, feel free to share.
Okay, so with DiBiase, what I did, the cool story was, I went just meet him, paid for the autograph and everything, and I got a good chuckle out of him because I drew him choking out, putting the $1 Million Dream on the Monopoly Man.
Let me get my phone because I want to actually.
All right.
Yeah, let me look at him too at the same time because y'all know when I post-produce this.
So like not always, but a lot of times I try to like do some kind of twist or something that you haven't seen before, right? And so like with the DiBiase, I was thinking like, let me get him going at it with like some other like billionaire, millionaire, right? And I'm trying to think like some good ideas, and I'm like, man, the Monopoly Man.
I'm sorry, hold on. I'm sorry, buddy. Hey, 3. No, not right now. We have story time. TR, can you get him? Thank you. So Monopoly time.
Yeah. So then I kind of turned it into like one of the cards from the game. So it looks like one of the, I think, community chests.
I love you, buddy. He can't hear. So.
And so when I showed it to him, it was kind of funny because it was like a lot to take in, and he was definitely kind of like almost speechless for a second. It was funny, and then he got kind of lit up. He showed it to his wife, and touched me. He was said, "Hey, I'm gonna put this up in my house somewhere." So I said, "Hey, you made my day." And then what I like to do with a lot of these guys, if I can, is I try to get them a copy too. So like I gave him a copy of it, and then he signed the one for me.
Is this? I couldn't find it on your page because you have a lot of artwork on there. But is this the golden ticket? This is the golden ticket?
I'm always pumping out the artwork, right? It's pretty far back. I'm not.
Is it?
I'm not
But no,
sure,
I'm
man.
familiar with the one.
If you could even if
you
you
hear
can
me?
even check the DMs, I think I DM'd you like a link to a lot of those.
Yeah, can you hear me though? I just want to make sure.
Yeah,
All right, perfect. All right.
So anyways, Ted was really cool about it. He was really nice. He shared a little fun story with me. That was the Dibiase.
Yeah. Shout out to Ted. No, before you go on to the next story, I just want to I want to let you know that with your artwork, one thing that I do like about your artwork is that you're able to bring two stories together into one piece of artwork, like the Golden Ticket, like Monopoly, you know what I mean, and stuff like that, and merge it seamlessly with the work that you do. You know,
well, I appreciate that. You know, it depends on the project, what you're doing. Sometimes I'm really trying to tell a story, so that like a lot more of those elements come in. Sometimes I'm just doing something kind of graphic. Yeah, that's when I met. That's when I met him. Beautiful. I got my pockets out. I told him we're gonna take a picture of the $0 man with the $1 million man. He got a good chuckle out of that. Yeah.
So let's go to the next one. I like this one. Shout out to Ted Dibiase. Ted Dibiase, if you see this, make sure you check us out. Rolling 10 Podcast. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, he's class act. He's a really nice guy. And then let's see. I'll go with the second one. We'll go on the Finn Balor. The Finn Balor story. I didn't get an autograph or anything. I mean, he sent me a DM, but the big deal is he put it on his page. You know, Finn, like Jonah, is really awesome on sharing the artwork and the fan art and everything. I mean,
is Finn big in art too? Because I actually didn't realize.
Finn is huge in art. Yeah, he's a big one. Kenny Omega shares stuff a lot. I haven't done a Kenny Omega. I did do one Kenny Omega piece. I didn't get any action on it, but hey, whatever. I had fun with it.
No, Jonah is definitely big in the support.
Really, you know, I think they're kind of fans of these genres and comic books and anime already. So then, like when they see that kind of stuff, it really appeals to some of them.
That's because they wrestled in Japan. Most likely, yeah. Because that's big over there.
Thing. Even with yeah. So the Finn thing that was cool was he put it on his page, and I was tripping last year. I had Lars Fredrickson from the band Rancid share a piece. I got like 12,000 likes on it, which is still awesome, right? That Finn one on his page has 115,000 likes.
I'm looking at it right now. 115. I'm about to say it. 115,502. You missed two people.
Look at that. It's crazy. And then like the comments, everything's so positive on it.
I like this. So I'm already wanting to like it. But and so
like, and then something, you know, a lot of times, Gary, too, I like to try to put in, like if I can, it's a lot of like if you know, you know. So like on that one, he's got like the 3 versions. That pose he's doing, he used to do all the time on his Instagram. It's kind of like a little like thing that he does. So when like fans see that I add the little stuff in there, you know, they kind of know you're not just drawing him, you're a fan too. So that was crazy. I'm still like can't believe that. Nice. Yeah, look at that. But he has like, you know, I think he has 4 million followers or something insane. But, you know, it's so hard. All you guys out there that are drawing and putting out stuff, you know, the algorithm hates us. Like, they hate us. I don't know what the deal is, but like, it's so hard to get stuff out there. And to be honest, so like when these guys share it or they put on there, dude, it's huge for us because it's getting to so many more people that I would never get to. I couldn't get it to if I tried. You know what I mean? And so I love that. And then you know, that's like going the last one with Jonah. I mean, so the cool thing about being on here with you and then talking about Jonah is it's kind of like we're coming like maybe not full circle, but we're coming around, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's all connected.
Why don't you talk about like people maybe didn't watch before? I don't want to dominate, but like tell everybody like the whole movement you kind of got and the following Bronson Reed and all that, because I jumped on board with that.
No, thank you. I do appreciate that because we were really with Bronson Reed. No, we're gonna say Bronson Reed because he was Bronson Reed at the time.
Formerly.
Yeah, right. We were with Bronson Reed at the peak of his career, not just necessarily when he went to the low point, but when he was actually going up into the championship. Lost the championship, left NXT, and so on and so on. And then he had to change his name to Jonah. But shout out to Jonah because Jonah has been a big supporter of artwork since I've actually jumped into the community.
Yeah, go look at his page. So I mean, he shared the one I did way back then when we're really pushing for him. And then he shared the new one I did. So I did, he's going by Top Dog right now. There you go. And I love it because I think it's kind of a little shot at Roman Reigns. Roman used to go by Top Dog, if you think about it, before he did this head of the table and acknowledge me, tribal chief stuff.
Yeah, nationality.
So I think he's kind of poking fun at that a little bit. And then, so like I said, like trying to do something different, I drew him before and I said, well, what can I do? And I said, I'm going to make him like this big bull mastiff dog. Like I'm going to make him a dog.
Nice dog.
And I did it. It got his attention. And then he put it on his page. Thank you, Jonah. You rock, dude. And not long after that, I got hit up on Twitter. So also, like all you artists out there, man, I kind of ignored Twitter for a while and like get on all the socials because there's some people out there that just don't do Instagram or don't do Twitter or just only do Reddit. That's the one I need to like put more focus into.
Are you on Twitter? Because I can find you on here.
Yeah, I got a Twitter on there.
Let me make sure I do
So
this
I was
right
very inactive on there. And then I started posting things that got big. It grew. It's not huge, but and then so the guy with Keaton's Collectibles sent me a DM and same thing. So this is how I kind of got the deal with the poster sign. So same thing, if Jonah never puts that on his site, like this guy never probably sees it, but he saw it on there. He liked it. He knows that Jonah liked it because Jonah put it on there. So he was already setting up a private signing. He hit me up, said, hey, I really like to use your artwork for it. Can we use it? We'll give a shout out, give credit. And I said, awesome. Because, I've been trying to get my foot in the door on that for a while. You see my art, like I draw all kinds of different stuff, not just wrestling. I always like to say, like, I got a lot of balls rolling at once.
You're big into sports.
I do a lot of sports. Yeah. A lot of Bay Area sports. I'm a fan. I do what I like, it makes it fun.
That's nice. How long have you been, so it's only digital for you?
So only digital. And I saw you getting on the Procreate. I do everything on Procreate.
Yeah, I'm doing, I just started with Procreate. We're going to start from the ground up because I actually love where everything's headed with NFTs and everything, going digital. So I'm glad to actually talk to you because you, like you mentioned, you're going to help me you're going to provide me with a little advice. You know what I mean? And I want to say thank you for that.
Yeah, we got to hook up.
Yeah.
I'll get a little tripod and webcam, and I'll just run you through some basics. We'll go slow.
I would love.
There's so much stuff.
You,
I'm not an expert at it, man. That program can do so many things, but I kind of just want to show you like how to navigate it first. Once you kind of know how to navigate everything, then they can show you tricks and little like all the little cheats and things you can do to save time. I told people,
before you move on to the next one, I want to give a big shout out to Calhoun. Give me 1 second because I want to make sure I get all the artists in here while I can. But Calhoun actually sent me a brush set. Calhoun Tubb, shout out to you. You sent me a digital brush set recently because I was talking about Procreate on here. So he sent me a brush set to use and whatnot. I want to say thank you for that. If you never get the opportunity to come on here. Yeah.
Get those shout outs in here.
Yeah.
That's why you're the man.
Thank you. All right. But moving forward, Procreate. So how long have you been doing Procreate? Just, I guess, what we're talking about.
I guess since I started drawing again, I hadn't drawn forever. And then honestly, like Procreate and all this, like really lit it up about I think about a year and a half now. I've been drawing on Procreate.
That's good.
And like I said, like something that like the first thing I did that maybe like took me 4 hours, I could probably do in 2 now because I was just like you probably like just making mistakes, navigating and not trying to figure it out. Feel like you're wasting a lot of time, but once you know how to navigate it and certain methods to like, there's a lot of stuff on there that. That's looking at stuff. Brian's.
Yeah, you got that elite shirt on.
So what's cool is like Gary is like I remixed that one too. So if you go like way down, I got it like it's on a brown wrap right before he left WWE. And because it's digital, I just made a copy of it at the file. I had some layers going on and stuff, and then I redrew his hair and changed it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I won't be able to find it. I see the Ted DiBiase. I ran back into that one. I see Orange
and
Cassidy.
remixed it.
I like what you do right here too. So that's what I'm talking about. I like this. You see how it's
kind of the mashup.
I had to switch it up from wrestling. But Steph Curry with the Warriors. I like that. Ultimate Warrior. That was even a switch away from wrestling. That's still wrestling related. Like, you see what I mean? Like,
yeah, I do a lot of mashup stuff.
That's phenomenal. I like that.
I love the mashup. Yeah.
You take one word and you find, two ends to that one word. You combine it in one piece. I like that.
Thank you.
One thing that I like about you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But yeah, most of it's all Procreate. I do a lot of the tools I'm using on there, Gary, is I just use a lot of the ink brushes and then airbrush tools. So like I haven't messed around a whole lot with like the painting, and like sometimes I'll throw a little bit of like colored pencil stuff in effect, or like some of the other. There's a lot of the like lighting effects. I tend to go overboard, man, because it's too much fun. After a while, everything's glow when I draw.
You use the standard brushes, or do you have custom brushes too?
I'm just using the standard brushes, and then I think the only add-on pack that I've purchased was one that kind of does like the comic book tones, like the dotted pattern and different tones, because I want to be able to use that sometimes. And I don't think that there's one that comes in one of the brush, but I'm not really happy with that one.
Yeah,
it's the pressure sensitivity, things with it, just it doesn't come out the way I want it to look like.
Yeah. I mean, I think I actually been experimenting with Procreate. I'm not gonna say that I would like to consider myself a complete novice in the subject, because it's a lot to learn about art. But I did happen to create a couple of things on there by myself, and I'm interested to show later on down the line. You know what I mean?
Right on.
Yeah. But it's all about, just from my experience, it's all about just doing it as you go. I think each time you create something, is going to become better and better and better. Not even I think, this is just proven. If you keep going with it, it's going to end up doing it. And the fact that you're already doing it I know that I could do it.
Yep.
So with that, I go in with an open mind on Procreate. I think that's going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah, and just have fun, and don't be worried to experiment with it. I mean, a lot of it's just kind of like, hey, what does this do? Let me click on this. What is this? Yeah. What does this do? And trying to be like, oh, all right, it does that. Like, I kind of get it now.
Yeah.
But like I said, it does a lot of stuff that I don't even mess with too much. It gets pretty crazy on some of the stuff you can do on there.
Yeah.
But I'll show you sometime. We'll just break some stuff down.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to set up on Zoom or whatnot, but I mean, we could. I don't know if we want to make it live or whatever, but I don't know. It might be more of a intimate type of art related setting,
Let's talk about it. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm down either way.
Either way.
I'm not necessarily a teacher, but we can go, like I said, just to go slow. I mean, like I said, hey, this is how you do this. This is what this does.
No, it's more so we can just conversing while we just do it. You know what I mean? And just talking about art in general. I don't think it's necessary.
Sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Art and wrestling, bro.
Yeah, that's where it's at. But do you have anything else? I mean, I thought we talked about some good stuff here.
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate everything you do for the community. We love you. And then if anybody wants to check me out, I'm at Guy Slewinski on all platforms. And then you want to buy something from me, guyslewinski.com is the spot. I sell stickers, prints. Hit me up on there. And if you want the Jonah print, the Jonah sign, it's at Keaton's Collectibles. They both start with a K, Keaton's Collectibles. I know it's a limited run. I'm not sure how many did. I think he said he was only going to do 100 of them, but I didn't touch base on them exactly. But if you want to purchase one, get that top dog artwork by your guy.
Get it.
Signed by Jonah. That's your ticket.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I actually want you back on here. Let's talk about day one real quick. Real quick. I gotta ask
Sure. I did. I only watched about half of Raw last night, but
yeah, me too.
We can talk day one.
Yeah, day one real quick. Let's just go to the top.
Okay.
What everybody's gonna be looking for: Roman and Brock. What do you think's gonna happen now that Roman Reigns switched up Paul Heyman?
I feel like it's still going to be a screw job ending, man. Something goofy's going to happen. Roman's not going to lose it yet. I really feel like it's built until later. You know?
All right.
Brock's been on TV a lot already. You know him. He shows up for like 3 or 4 weeks and he's gone. He looks like he's due to be gone.
I like Brock Lesnar's swag though. I like how he comes up with the overalls.
Dude, he's cracking me up, right?
Yeah.
Because
with the cell phones, yeah.
Hey, you know what's cool about him and Roman in a way is like, I think when Paul originally got put with these guys, it's a lot of times so that he can do the speaking and he can kind of carry it for the wrestler, right? And you watch Roman now, and then now Brock, like they don't need Paul. They're great. I mean, especially Roman. Roman's. I mean, we all know he's kind of carrying that show too. So if it's not, I'm not saying Brock's not going to beat him, but I just don't know if it's going to be day one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I had to ask you because
I think he's going to get it, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all check this episode out. Peace.
We're
done. All right.